Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. This is going to be your North and South Nodal Axis Shift. So what does that mean? So previously in November 2018, the North Node was in Cancer, the South Node was in Capricorn. If you want to read more about that, I've included a link down below. I'm not affiliated with it, but with an article that I thought to be really enlightening and really easy to understand if you want to dig a little bit deeper. So on May 5th, the North and the South nodes shifted into Gemini and ta-da, into Sagittarius. And so what this means is under this polarity, we're moving into the realms of ideas and philosophy. The South Node in Sagittarius is what we're releasing. We're releasing past attachments to the ideals of religion and systems of beliefs. The North Node in Gemini pulls us towards an idea that all ideas are welcome. Gemini is all about the small mind, small movement, and details. It's like this chatty, gossipy energy, whereas Sagittarius is about big picture stuff and reaching beyond our limitations. On a personal level, this nodal axis typically marks a shift on attention and focus, and it shifts it to learning. So Geminis want to learn a lot of new things, and Sagittarius is searching for the higher truth. So this shift suggests that we learn to be more flexible and learn to adapt to our ever-changing world, which is really important. And, for our own survival, whether it's in the workplace or, within our homes and in our relationships, we are seeing that with, current world events, right? That we have to adapt to a new way of being at this time. So without further ado, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, I'm going to jump into your reading. This is going to be from May 5th take us all the way through till 2022. So we're going to invite spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, and spirit guides to this space to deliver the messages that we need to hear for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. I just heard Cancer, as in the sun sign Cancer. So some of you guys are dealing with a Cancer or have Cancer in your chart. Okay. Okay. Sagittarius, your overall energy is the Fool. Wow. This was energy of what Leo got as their sort of front and center. So you might want to check out the Leo reading if you feel drawn to it, to the title, or if you have Leo in your chart or you're dealing with a Leo. The Fool is beautiful because this is an absolute new beginning, right? This shift is a really big deal. It's about being optimistic. It's about taking chances and risks. And it's about just wanting that fresh start. Underneath it, Sagittarius, you guys come out in your own reading. The Temperance card is all about finding that middle ground. It's about healing. It's about rejuvenation. It's an alchemical card. So it's about blending. It's about blending opposites. It's also all about communing with spirit. The Temperance card is originally here. We have the angel wings in the back based on the archetype of Iris. And Iris was a messenger to the gods. So bringing messages from Earth to the heavens and vice versa. So really communing with Source through prayer and through meditation, doing the work, healing, balancing, releasing. Underneath that, we have the Four of Swords. I knew I was picking up on healing energy. This is a quarantine card, right? But it's also about healing old wounds, taking a time out, rest, rejuvenation. Really important, Sag, because you guys have probably already felt this shift quite strongly. Now, you guys are coming out as the Page of Swords, which I love because it's that air energy really being affected by this Gemini energy. Remember, we also have Venus in retrograde, so we might have old loves or relationships coming back. We might be triggered by seeing certain things. And I suggest you check out those readings if you haven't already. Now, the Page of Swords is all about a brand new direction. And look, she's got these light bulbs going off. It's all about this information, all of the downloads. So some of you might be feeling like psychically really, really on point and very powerful at this time. But the Page of Swords is all about research and education. And it is this shift in this focus. You're focused on learning. And Sagittarius, you guys are about, searching for higher truth. So I see you guys doing that. And I see you starting on a journey that's going to fulfill those wishes. Okay. Now, what's surrounding you is the Knight of Pentacles. This is a sense of patience. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck, although he is about action. He's somebody who normally doesn't get off his horse, but he's giving his horse a little break here because he knows it's going to be a very long journey. You're in it for the long haul. I think you're sort of buckling down. You're preparing to be in this situation for a while. You're thinking long term, and you're supported in doing that because this is the tortoise and the hare, right? And who wins the race? And Sagittarius, you're like, you know what? I'm going to take this slow. I'm going to take it step by step. I'm going to learn everything I need to know so that I'm completely 100% prepared. It could be a message coming into you. It could be from an earth sign, because, pages are all about messages. You might be sending or communicating with somebody who's at a distance, because I see this knight walking, or maybe you've been waiting a long time to be in union with this person. It doesn't necessarily have to be a twin flame or soulmate. It could be a friend, somebody that you're waiting to see, okay? Or it could be, again, starting this journey. It could be have to do with your health. It's going to be a long journey, but you're in it for the long haul. Could be a relationship. You know what? Maybe you've hit some hurdles, but you're going to make it work. All right. What you're being blocked by is the Eight of Pentacles, which is that attention to detail. It's more earth energy. Again, it's putting, time and energy into this situation. So I see that you're really supported, Sag, in doing that. But for some of you, you might have a tendency to sort of flit about, kind of like that Gemini energy, right? Because you're coming out as an air sign. So some of you might have found it difficult to concentrate previously, but Spirit's saying we've made this shift, and you might be feeling this energetic shift that's going to support you, that is supporting you in sort of relaxing, focusing on the details, right? Because the opposite, Gemini, is all about sort of the small mind, small movements, details, chatting, and Sag is all about big picture stuff, okay? And, reaching beyond our own limitations. And so you might feel like you can't be bothered with this Gemini sort of minutiae and chatter and gossip and that sort of thing. And Spirit's saying, it's important that you do focus on these details at this time, and you're supported in doing so. Now, the foundation of this reading or this situation, the unconscious sort of influences, we have the Knight of Cups. This is all about emotional commitment. For some of you, it's all about romance. You have two knights coming out, okay? And knights, it could be that you're trying to decide between two people which relationship is going to fulfill your needs. The Knight of Cups is all about, he's somebody who is very, very committed to whatever it is he's doing, his job, his partner, his creative endeavors, you name it, okay? And so I see, Sag, that you are really committed with the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. You're really, really committed to this, but there's something that's confusing, okay? And we see that with the Seven of Cups coming from above. Before we get there, though, we have the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is Venus in Aquarius, and it is this air energy again. It could represent an air sign with whom you were with, but the Five of Swords is kind of like, I'm hearing and seeing some of my Sagittarians putting their foot in their mouth. Some of you may have spoke too soon before you had all of the information. Some of you may have just been reacting to a situation or a breakup or the loss of a job or something along those lines. The Five of Swords is this energy of needing to win at all costs. It's also the energy of bullying. It's also the energy of revenge. But remember, you can flip the characters in any of these readings. So it may not be your energy. You may have been dealing with somebody who was really tricky, somebody whose intentions weren't that great. Okay, or it could have been your energy. I have somebody who's regretting Oh, why did I say that? Oh man, if I had only knew that before I screamed at that person or reacted that way. Again, it doesn't have to be your energy. It could be somebody else's. What's coming from above, we have the Seven of Cups. This is beautiful energy because this is you thinking really big. The Seven of Cups is that big picture Sagittarius type view. All of these blessings. Look at how amazing this could be. These are my limitations. But getting to the point where things could be a little bit confusing and a little bit too idealistic. So Spirit is really supporting you on grounding yourself and committing to whatever this is. Even if it's your own learning, and maybe it's union with your higher self, maybe it's this relationship, maybe it's attracting the right relationship or a soulmate or twin flame or success or wealth or health. Okay, so take it how it resonates, Sag. Now, in your outcome position, I'm not really happy to see the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, and it's about sadness, it's about loss, it can be about grief. But the beauty of the Five of Cups energy is that it's resourcefulness. So 3 cups have been spilled, okay, we see that here. But she's got 1 cup here, and it's uncovered this beautiful egg. So one of the cups she has here behind her, one of them she's holding on with her foot, so she hasn't quite lost it. And these other 3, yes, they don't have their contents anymore, but she's looking at what she's lost. Okay, but she's not looking at this beautiful cup that she still has and the fact that she's saved this beautiful cup with her toe. So this is about being resourceful. This is about you getting over this loss and this heartbreak. Okay, but there is going to be, there is a sense of confusion here. And I see that you're trying to cut through and work through that confusion at this time, Sag. Okay, and you guys have probably already felt this nodal shift quite, in a very quite strong. All right, so let's go ahead and see what additional messages we have for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Suffering in silence. So this is negative thinking. So Sag, I'm really getting this message here. Don't overthink it. Even if you are regretting your behavior or somebody was treating you poorly, remember that's a reflection of them. Now, if it was something that you're regretting, Spirit's asking you to get out of that negative self-talk. We all make mistakes. We all we all sometimes jump the gun. Sometimes we make the wrong decision. Okay, but it doesn't mean that it really, there is a higher purpose for you making that decision or saying whatever it was you said. If you can transmute anything negative into something positive and into a learning experience, and you showing up as the Page of Swords, I see you doing just that. All right, you get solitude. The Hermit energy, Virgo energy, more Earth energy. So taking some time out for yourself to heal, okay? I'm getting, think about what you've done. I think maybe some of you might be dealing with children who have been cranky or have been difficult at this time. For others of you, you're putting yourself in the corner. And, that's okay for a little bit, but Spirit says not to the point where, it's disastrous or, everyday things are neglected. And definitely you can't be beating yourself up about this. There's a reason why everything happens, even mistakes or things that we perceive as negative. Okay, Sag? So they're learning experiences. And you guys know that. All right, you guys get wisdom, you get the Hierophant energy. Yeah, so all of this, this is you transmuting that energy into wisdom, taking that time out for yourself. Following your own inner guiding light, doing that sort of full body scan to see, how you're feeling, taking a look at your past actions, what you're doing now, what is it that you want to manifest, and turning all of this sort of whatever this suffering is and whatever this regret might be, even if it was somebody who was nasty to you, evaluating it and turning it into wisdom so you don't repeat anything negative, or now you know exactly what to do if that situation arises ever again. Okay, and you guys get new beginnings, so you get the Fool card twice, but regardless, there's a reset, there's a restart, and Sag, it's not going to be bad for you, okay? Because again, you might be looking at it right now. I really do feel like this Five of Swords and the Five of Cups, look at that. Let's take a look at these 2 cards next to each other. For some of you, it is a separation. We have the masculine and the feminine, right? And this Five of Swords with these birds, it's seeing the big picture. Wow. Okay. And I also just got an image of the Valkyries. I believe the crow is a sign of the Valkyries. Some of you might be studying Norse mythology, or that might have a certain place in your heart. Either something you were studying at school or maybe a part of your personal tradition, and that's about death. It's about death and it's about rebirth. Okay. The Five of Swords. This is somebody who's like, I really see like, man, everything that I've just been through, was it really worth it? But yes, it was, because look at this solitude, and this turns into wisdom. Transmuting this energy leads to a brand new beginning. And this Five of Cups, although there may be some sadness and sorrow and grief linked to this new beginning, or to the ending rather, you still have two cups. Two of Cups can be love, can be soulmate energy, can be this equal exchange between two people, two things, two ideas, and it's also balance, okay? And it's perfect harmony. So it's not all bad, my dear Sag. My Saggies out there. All right, let's go ahead and pull additional messages for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Blame. Yeah, I'm picking up on this. Don't blame yourself. And even if you're blaming others, I accept responsibility for my well-being. And I think previously, this Five of Swords, you're blaming yourself for something, for not knowing better, for not having seen this well, not picked up on the red flags, not paid attention to the details, right? But Spirit says that's not going to be helpful at all. This is that suffering and silence. You need to turn this into a learning experience. And friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. Yeah, in your life or out of your life for a reason. And at the bottom of the deck, we have love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. Yes, Sag. So for some of you, it could be something that happened between you and a friend that you didn't really mean it to happen that way. Or maybe it was sort of a petty argument, and you didn't realize that, now you're regretting it, not having, fixed it or found a different solution. But Spirit's saying, there are friends and family. There's also spirit guides and, your soul tribe to rely on at this time. But there's a new beginning, and new beginnings are beautiful and exciting, and adventures. And, my Saggies out there, I know you guys are really into adventures. So, it's not all bad. All right, I'm going to pull a card from The Secret Language of Light, Transmissions from Your Soul by Denise Jarvie. And I'm going to read from the book for you. Okay. And you get color, 40. Wow. Some of you guys might be artists, is what I'm getting. Number 40, color. Okay, the message here, I can't find it, it's like it doesn't want to show up, is vibrational impulses and light waves. Look how beautiful that matches with that Hermit card. And I also really love how this yellow color is showing up on this left side of the reading. It's sun energy, it's passion, it's excitement, it's optimism. Your perception of life is becoming more colorful. You are opening to different colors and experiences. Color breaks up old, black and white thinking and opens your heart to the beauty of life and love. The colors of the rainbow are variations of white light reflecting the diverse experiences of life, and they are all valid. Each color of the spectrum has its own energetic vibration that stimulates certain responses and healing. Different colors mirror your current physical, emotional, and spiritual state. Your soul uses this mirror to communicate your need to heal or to embrace balance. Get to know what colors you are attracted to and the ones that repel you. You are love and you are loved, no matter how colorful your or another's life is. Wow. All right, I'm going to pull 2 additional messages for my Sagittarius before we go, my Sagittarians. reflection. See all aspects of yourself through the reflection of the one who mirrors your hidden self. Wow. So again, we have some mirroring going on. Again, these two people might be mirroring each other. Okay, so if you guys are experiencing a breakup or you're in separation, mirroring one another, maybe somebody withdrew. You know, the Five of Swords is Venus in Aquarius. Somebody who might be a little bit of afraid to love, has their past hurts and disappointments that are affecting them. Okay, and you might have mirrored them, and I feel like there's a sense of regret, or vice versa. Okay, and there's a sense of regret, sadness, loss, like, why did I do that? Okay. Patience. Be patient and allow destiny to unfold at its own pace. Yeah, so for some of you guys, I'm really picking up on there being a reunion here. Okay, so, but you do need to be patient. First, there's going to be a separation, and then there's reunion. For others of you, you're not seeing the progress. You're still sort of feeling the effects of whatever this sadness might be. Okay, and it's getting confusing because you want it to be over now. Okay, whatever this disappointment is, wherever this blame is coming from. But Spirit says, be patient. This new beginning is yours. It's not going anywhere. All right, so take it how it resonates, Sag. This ended up being a really nice reading. I also just want you to notice that you have the double nines there next to each other. Nines are the completion of a cycle, so something is coming to an end. I think you've been patient. I think your patience might be being tested right now, but Spirit says it's coming. This new beginning is yours. All right, I love this energy for you guys, okay, because you're resilient. All right, my dear Saggies, you guys are resilient. No matter how colorful your past is or theirs, there's something new and beautiful coming your way. All right, you guys, I love you so much. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment, share, ring that notification bell. But most of all, I want to thank you for all your love and support, and I hope you have an absolutely beautiful day. Take care.